What if I told you that the most accurate news aren't in a TV show or in the newspaper? Actually, they are in POLYMARKET. But what is POLYMARKET? Actually, POLYMARKET at its core is a prediction market where you can choose yes or you can choose no depending of the outcome of an event. For example, if you think that Paris Saint-Germain is going to end up winning the Champions League 2026, you can bet and click yes, PSG is going to win the Champions League. Or you can click no if you think that PSG isn't winning the Champions League, and in result Arsenal is going to take the Champions League to England. So basically you have two options, yes or no. It's very simple. It's different from betting houses like Betfair off or Bet 365 that are platforms where you can bet on different events. POLYMARKET is more simple, and this is the reason for this platform success. Actually, POLYMARKET has exploded recently, and they are everywhere in the news. They have increased their profit up to 6,000%. So basically, POLYMARKET is very famous right now. And various artists, like for example, I Show Speed, that is a YouTube creator that is a celebrity, is betting on events in POLYMARKET. For instance, the son of Donald Trump, the president of the USA, is using POLYMARKET to bet on different events. But there is a huge debate with this platform because there is a problem with the insider information. There are some people that are using the insider information to make insider trading in POLYMARKET. Basically, what is this? For example, the son of Donald Trump has a high probability to have information about Nicolás Maduro capture and imprisonment because obviously he's the son of Donald Trump, and Donald Trump was the one that sent Delta Force to Venezuela in order to capture Maduro and do their judgment in the USA. So there is a huge problem with insider information in POLYMARKET, but actually that's like 1% of the traders in POLYMARKET. For the vast majority, for the other 99% of people, they use POLYMARKET without having a certain prediction of the future. They just use statistics, like if you see that PSG and Arsenal usually end up in a draw, you use that statistic to predict that the game is going to end up in a draw. But it's just statistics. That's different from insider information. There is not guaranteed result in your prediction if you don't use insider information. Now, why POLYMARKET is spreading so rapidly in all the world? This is because people used to like deepfakes and biased information. But actually, the true importance of POLYMARKET is in the unbiased data that POLYMARKET has. There are different events, from the most crazy event to the most popular event in POLYMARKET. You can bet on the Clarity Act. For example, if the Clarity Act is going to be considered this 2026, if an AI startup is going to launch the next platform that is going to be the direct competence of ChatGPT or Gemini. There are a lot of events you can bet. It's not only sports. It's not only betting on a game between Barcelona and Real Madrid, or the Lakers and New York Knicks. You can bet on different events, and that's the beautiful part of POLYMARKET. POLYMARKET use two options, yes or no, and you just predict the future with the click of a button. So it's a genius idea. But who's the creator of POLYMARKET? Actually, the creator of POLYMARKET is a dropout, if you didn't know. The creator of POLYMARKET is a dropout from NYU, that is a popular and prestigious university in the USA. He basically went to his bathroom some years ago because in his bathroom he had privacy and the correct tools to code the POLYMARKET app. So he started coding this app in his bathroom, and it was a huge success. You may think that this is funny, that he didn't take serious his plan, but actually this is very probable from a dropout that just was looking for success. So he created POLYMARKET there in his bathroom, and he decided to show this to the world. He requested funding from popular investors, and POLYMARKET became famous in a brief period of time. Within weeks, POLYMARKET was moving millions all over the world, and right now is a company valued over $2 billion. Their profits are very slim. They usually make profits from the use, similar to the betting houses. They have a 3 or 5% commission in each trade you make in POLYMARKET. So in the end, they end up winning money because there is a positive F for them, but actually a negative F for the people that use the platform. Just like a casino, you bet, like for example in roulette, but there is a green space that is the house advantage. So if you bet on red, you don't have a 50% chance. You have a 49.5% chance. So if you bet multiple times, there is a decent chance you will end up losing money. So that's how POLYMARKET business works. They make 3-5% in each trade. You may think this is small, but actually they move billions of dollars all over the world. A lot of popular people are using POLYMARKET, like for example Jake Paul, that is another YouTuber like I Show Speed, that bets on different events, like for example if he's going to win a box match against Anthony. There are a lot of events you can bet, like in your favorite artist. For example, you can bet that Leonardo DiCaprio is going to win the Oscars, or that Messi is going to end up winning the Ballon d'Or again. It's not just only sports, like a betting house. You can bet on basically every event.